Hi, and welcome to Cloudberry Hollow, another episode of Bookbinding Mondays. Today we celebrate Mother's Day with kid crafts with my stepdaughter Caitlin. So come on in and let's get started.
Today you're going to need some cardstock, some copy paper if you have copy paper. Inside of this particular book, we're using Strathmore stationery. This is regular copy paper. I have some twine, or we'll need some ribbon if you have any, or some sort of thin material to go through the holes. I have a hole punch or a 2-hole punch. You can use a single hole punch if you have one. Some kid scissors and some glue to decorate your book. So let's get started. So what I have here is some heavy cardstock, decorative cardstock that you can get from your craft store from like Michael's or Joann's. And we have 8.5 by 11 copy paper that I've used in my previous videos. And we've cut down this cardstock comes in by 12 by 12, and we cut it down. And we are going to use the stamp binding. We're going to go do it lengthwise. And so Caitlin is going to go ahead and poke some holes, and you want to go ahead and knock down your tails and your spine of your book. So you want it as even as possible. So go ahead. There you go. So you want to go ahead and push that in all the way to the back. Okay. Very good. And so we have it measured where it's going to be a 1/2 inch in and then 2.5 inches. And then we're going to flip the book around. And we're going to do it again. So then I'll make it for myself. Go ahead. All right, beautiful. Once we're done with that, whether you get your twine or your ribbon, we want to measure about 72 inches. So that's the 3 lengths of this. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go ahead and cut this off. Now, I'll help you. Can I cut? Mm-hmm. Do I measure out for you? Okay. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more. Okay. All right. You want to get a couple of clips, and you want to clip your book on the top and the bottom, just to keep the pages together. Okay. So at this point, let's turn your book over. You want to get your ribbon or your twine or whatever material you're using, and you want to pull it up through the bottom. There you go. So you're going to put it all the way through. And you want to leave a little bit of a tail at the end, just in case you want to add beads or whatever you want to add at the end. So I'm going to leave just about maybe 6 inches. So you can leave however long you want. You want to add a little bit longer? Yeah, that's good. Oh, sugar. Okay. All right. Then from here, you are going to push it down. Yeah, that way. And you can pick up your book if you need to. There you go. There you go. And then you're going to put it up through the hole. Yep. Very good. And then you want to push it down. This is how long you want it, or do you want it longer? Okay. At this point, we're going to go over and go through. So we're going to go over and push it through. And just make sure you keep it tight. And then you're going to wrap it over again. Yeah. You're fine. You're doing good. Come here. You're doing perfect. So you want to wrap it over. Just you want to pull. If you're doing ribbon, you might need help and just push the ribbon to the side and pull that through. Perfect. There you go. Now you're going to wrap it over again, and you're going to push it back through the top. I'm going to push it to the side, and you'll get the top. Perfect. And then just push it, and then do it tightly. All right. So this one, you're going to push it through just like this one. Okay. Perfect. All right. All right. You're doing good. See how that is? So if you get loose, just pull this down. Now you're going to do the same. Here. You're going to go and pull this in through the bottom. Exactly. Perfect. You did absolutely brilliant job. Whoops. I'm losing some of my rope here. Perfect. All right. And then make sure your stuff is tight. Pull it down to the bottom. Doing good. All right. And then you're going to wrap it around your spine again. So you push this up, pull it around this way, and then pull it up. The other way. Push it up. You see how you're doing? You're doing excellent. And pull it around up. There you go. See the hole? My head came down. It's okay. You're fine. Alright, so let me go catch up with you. Alright, go down again. Uh-huh. Okay. And then pull it all the way up so you have it. And then you're gonna wrap around the spine again. Just like that. Push it up through here. Wrap around the spine and pull through down. Now go up through here. There you go. That's fine. And then go down through here. Down up here. Okay, let's go through around here. Let's go ahead and push it out of the way. Alright. Now when you get to the end of the book, you'll want to tie it in the knot. So you want to take the ends and go ahead and put it through. Okay. So at the end, for the kids' book, you can go ahead and cut the ribbon at the bottom for wherever you want to. Not too short. There you go. All right. That's perfect. All right. Now you have the Japanese stamp binding. So what Caitlin's going to do, she's going to decorate the top of her book. I think she wants to explain to you the little things that she's going to do for her stamp binding. I'm going to finish up my book, and we're going to use here, we have some PVA glue that we're using to paint it on. It'll dry clear. And she has a few pipe cleaners and some gems and some wiggly eyes that she'll be using. Okay.
So what I'll be using for my ocean theme book is some pipe cleaner fish. You can make them if you like. And you can add some pipe cleaner seed. It's optional. And if you like, you can add a ribbon or some gem eyes to the fish. What I'll be doing is prepping my eyes out. And if you want to make the fish, you can make them however you like, big tails, small tails. But I decided there's googly eyes if you like. And I'll be using some little foam white clouds for stem for my book. And then that is all, and I'm gonna get ready to work.
And up on the ladder. Can you talk louder?
So at the end of decorating, you kind of want to glue everything down. As you see, I have my glue on the end, and I will stick it down and let it dry. Now, the bow is optional if you like what my stepmom said. You can add beads if you like. But I thought it would be nice to see And as your glue's drying, you kind of want to glue down some extra little bits. Like if you want some extra seaweed, you can.
Just leave it there. They're not going to notice.
If you need, you can always have someone help you with the clips and wet glue. This part is totally optional. Yes, that's yours. I'm done. Now, if you want to add the fish, you can. Now, if you want to add a little bit more detail to the fish, that's fine too. So I'll do that right now. Yeah, as you see, I kind of want to add some teeth to the fish. So you'll take a little tooth or two and stick it up to the fish. I'm making a unicorn fish because I think it's so cute. Maybe you can have fish wearing party hats or something like that. It's totally your choice. And mine's just wearing a party hat. And now, for the next fish. The party hats are also optional.
Okay.
And that is it that I'm doing for mine today. For my fish, we're done with the fish. Now you can add like some sea urchins.
Start for more.
Something like that. And then I'm going to be done.
Beautiful. Here we have our two Japanese stamp bindings. This one is done by Caitlin. This one is done by me. Mine's a little bit more simple. And here we have our fish and our sea scene. We're going to let this one dry a little bit. This will take about a couple hours to dry. This will dry clear if you're using PVA glue. You can use, see how this stuck really well. We'll go ahead and put some clips on these guys so that it sticks really well. You can also use a hot glue gun if you have one at home. And here we are. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please put a thumbs up and press that like button and subscribe. Every subscribe helps. And join us next time on Kids Crafts. Bye.
Bye.
Small. Put your hand there. So put your legs like this big, and then maybe get this one. You forgot to do it. Yeah, I do. The box Hey, and welcome to Cloudberry Hollow and another episode of Bookbinding Mondays. And today we have a special episode for Mother's Day. God bless you.